Viewers and subscribers, welcome to Talk Show Tele. I will not allow you to investigate my name Wayne Thomas, so I can tell you my name. So when you go into your attorney, make no mistake with the name. I post a video calling out Jamaica Young Police. The other platform, they speak about corruption, burn it out clean. Them call out criminals who they think are criminals or who they get information on to say they are criminals and speak of activities. Mostly artists, police, and PNP, who they call criminal organization / LBGTQ. Him call it superintendent, ASP, DSP, even commissioners, artists, famous people, who he calls criminal. Now Talk Show Tele, as usual, would watch people like these and sometimes make a check to see their background. So make a check on something that I read about from a longer at all a time. But I checked to see if people remembered. Yes, they remembered. About the shooting death of a soldier, Corporal Campbell, who the people thinks that he was murdered in Seaview Gardens. So I call him out on it, expecting to be the intelligent person who he proposed to be on his channel and respond in an intelligent way. He did not do that. He responded without answering the question, but proceed to call me names, describing me like he did a lot of persons, a lot of men. I'm ugly, and I'm a PMP criminal organization, and he go on and on. I don't know why I'm get upset. Me never said me see, it's alleged. Just like he called out a lot of persons. In his response, he's speaking about lawyer or contacting police. Like I'm supposed to be afraid. Him say I come from Canada. No investigator. Me live in Jamaica. You have came in contact with me more than one time. And not only Jamaica, also in England. Yes, England, where you saw me in a hotel lobby. Yeah, man. Anyway, we're not going to say. But how you respond, it was as if I shouldn't say nothing or ask you nothing. You are the boss. You ask all questions. You make all allegations. And whatever you say, I saw it go. I'm not mad. I'm still not call out your name. However, you bring on a corporal who came and deal with the situation. It no matter how him address me. One time say, I don't know who this little person is. I don't know what to call him. Nothing wrong with that. Because you knew you was there when the shooting start until it end. And to hear allegation like this, you have a right to say what you say. But while you are saying, or you don't know who this brother is, this vlogger is, you are still giving clarifications. And I respect that. Because that's all Talk Show Tele did. Question the messenger. And the me say so. What I said, he was always talking. And I bring on one of the late Corporal Campbell's, I can't say squaddy, I would say it's party, because a soldier. And the event, and tell how he felt. He also came to Seaview, show the picture of the alleged shooter who was charged. And the people say, they've never seen him. And him say so. And they went on to say, it was Christopher Porter who had shot and killed Corporal Campbell. And they go as far as say, what could be over a woman, why he took the time and the opportunity to murder them. It's like how you say, people them say Tommy Thompson, burn body. And when Tommy Thompson talk, you say my lad. At the same mouth, say you shot and murdered Corporal Campbell. So you feel, because you say a lie them I tell upon you. However, Corporal Blake came and said some things that we can listen to. He put himself on the scene. He put himself on the scene. And is ready to answer all questions. Because he said in one of his posts, tell that blogger say, any question about the Seaview gas riot shooting, don't ask Christopher, ask me. He said it. This post is not about the police shooting Corporal Campbell. It's about Christopher, the perfect police. The one and only police who serve honestly. Never in a corruption, never in a mix-up. Never did anything wrong. Him name can't call no nothing. That's all the question. So I guess you're shocked to see that a name call. And not anyone make it up. But it call. And it's not by any thief in police as you call them. And not them call their name. Citizen. But you could have responded easy. People, I don't know what them I talk about. And if you want to know, about that shooting, I can introduce you to a corporal, a detective corporal that was there. He was involved. He was one of the cops that engaged the men, and he could tell you what happened. You know, I forgot the PMP criminal organization, or this man Hogley, and this man is from the PMP criminal organization. We never forgot this up. Or reach this up. Remember I said, I am asking questions. Well, we can ask a question. You create the platform, and you know all these things. So why is that I can't ask you to get upset? You know what them say about people who get upset when asked a question? You create the platform, so leave it on. And from time to time, people will come out because you're a detective here. And we love to talk about kill and departure lounge and the red carpet. And we must use a gun more than once. You must be in situation more than once. However, you said Corporal Blake was the one who was in the shootout. And he came and admitted it. And he said I should ask him any question. He also went ahead and did 2 posts. He did the first post and I watched it. And I waited for the second post, which he did. So I will play the second post for you. That's the one you really want to see, because it tells you what transpired. And then I will invite him on my channel where we'll have a one-on-one. And I guess that post will bring clarity and maybe bring a closure. And I will invite all the persons who knew what happened, or the persons who heard, are the ones who are in curiosity, and the people who want to know what transpired, his friends and family. Come with an open mind as we interact. My next post, I will give you the date when we will go live. Check the video.
Welcome back to the channel. Now, I promised you people a part 2 in relation to the video I done now, in relation to allegations against Young Police channel's creator. Allegations about how he shot a JDF soldier in the Seaview Gardens area during the gas crisis. Now, this is part 2. So, big up the Jamaica Young Police channel. Sir P. You large. Papa's News, big up yourself. Alright, let's go into the thing right now. Listen, I was stationed in Seaview Gardens for years. I used to be in charge of crime in Seaview Gardens, so I have a wide knowledge of Seaview Gardens area. In the first place, they never wanted a police station in Seaview Gardens. Well, not the good people, but the criminals never wanted a police station in Seaview Gardens. But let me tell you about something about Seaview Gardens. Seaview Gardens is one of the best communities in the St. Andrew South area. I'm telling you that. Because Seaview have more good people in that one community more than any other community that I have worked in the St. Andrew South area. So big up the good people of Seaview Gardens. Big up Seaview Gardens every day, every time. Good people there at Seaview. No, like I said, they never wanted the police station. The criminal elements in Seaview Gardens never wanted the police in the area. So they will try and find everything to get rid of the police out of the area. So listen now, to the matter at hand now. In the gas crisis, there was an incident that took place out by Seaview Gardens entrance and Spanish Town Road intersection, where it was involved with some boys from the Seaview Gardens here, and shots were fired and things like that. Now, these men now from Seaview Gardens were not happy with the whole thing, and at the same time they did not want the police station in the area. So this is what they do. They were trying everything to get rid of the police out of the area once they realized that the police was there to stay. You know, because I was a young cop at that time, and it was about 6, 7, 8 of us was transferred to Seaview Gardens. So there was a permanent station there now, and they did not want that because they knew if a police station was in Seaview Gardens, then them criminal thing are done. You understand? So what they did, people, after the incident at the intersection of Spanish Road and Seaview Gardens entrance, they came to the community and they riled up all the women, all the people they wanted to rile up, those little licky people the few that does not want to see Seaview a better place, were riled up by these gunmen, Gang of 5, Foxy and all them boy, boy from the Mall area and Falcon area too. Tyrone and them boy that used to operate under Courtney Bowers, who did not want the good police in Seaview Gardens, because they realized the police stand for good in Seaview Gardens, and Seaview Gardens the community would change to a good community, and they did not want that because they wanted control over the Seaview Gardens community. So this is what they did, and I'm going to point out to the spots on the video right now. Hold on. So after the incident, as you seen on the video, people were lined up where the red marks are. That is where the people were lined up demonstrating and making a whole lot of noises. Women and children and old people were lined up. All of that area was blocked off with people standing. Then all of a sudden, the people just disappeared. Just disappeared. And there was no more quarreling. And there was nobody was seen for miles. So when people are talking about the soldier was out there flying kite with his son, how could you be out there flying kite with your son when everybody in the community knew what was happening? And that's why they cut, because it was a planting. You understand? It was a planting, so he could never be out there flying kite with his son at a time like that, because the whole community knew what was happening. Right? As you can watch the video, you see certain things written on that. You can see where what mark where the soldier was shot and where gunshots were coming from as it relates to this video. See the green arrows telling you where the shots were coming from. Where the police vehicle is where the police station is actually is. The police station is a good distance from where the JDF Corporal Campbell was shot. Therefore, it was a shootout between the men of Seaview Gardens from rooftops and all the arrows where you see. That is where all the gunshots were coming from in relation to the shooting. And if you see, I marked on the spot on the video where the soldier was shot. Understand? I marked the spot where the soldier was taken from. Because during the shootout, his wife ran across, and we saw this woman running across, even rolling where you see those cars that the woman was rolling in the ground. So we were saying, hold fire, hold fire. Everybody was saying, hold fire. Everybody was saying hold fire. And it's at that time when we said hold fire, if you see on the thing there, gunshots were coming from, we said hold fire. At that time when the woman was rolling on the ground, I saw her picked up, went behind one of the columns of the basic school, that building that you see to the right. She went behind the building and removed a man, and I realized the man had blood on the side of his shirt. The man had blood on the side of his shirt. So that must have been Corporal Campbell of the JDF. So no police intentionally shot Corporal Campbell of the JDF. Understand? And the rumor was being spread that police murdered Corporal Campbell and even went in the station and changed out them barrel in them gun and all of that. How would police do that in the middle of a shootout? And the questions that have been asked, the people were saying at the time of the shooting that, the JDF corporal hold up his hand and said, I'm a soldier, I'm a soldier, I'm a soldier, and he was shot by police. That was the argument circulated. And this is the worst thing about the whole incident, people, and made the police so uncomfortable at the time, is because the narrative was spread by these gunmen through the people to the JDF members who were most of them were so unprofessional when they came to Seaview Gardens to assist us. And that was the worst part about it, people. The soldiers were sent to Seaview Gardens to assist us at the night of the incident, and they were mumbling and talking things about police kill soldier. So unprofessional of them that we went out on foot patrol with the soldiers, and you know what? I was so uncomfortable that I went back to the sergeant and we said, listen, we prefer to go out by ourselves. We don't want these soldiers with us, because the way the soldiers were behaving is like they would have shot us in the back the first chance that they got. Because guess what? The JDF was made to believe that police murdered the man. And it was not so. Police did never murder the corporal. Because I keep asking myself the question from that time until now. You're a trained member of the JDF. Once gunshot are fired, the first thing you should do is take cover. Why were you in the war zone? Because obviously everybody in the community knew that what was going to happen, because it was a planting. So how come you never knew about that they planned it? And everybody, when shots start fired, how on earth did you still find yourself in that area, in the middle of a shootout, when gunshots are fired? It's either you were caught, fine, or you were a part of the shootout. You were a member of the warring factions against the police. That is the only conclusion I can come up with. So now, this incident had happened a long time ago. And this man now, this blogger now, who I don't know what he feels like to dig up a can of worms now and bring the family forward. Yes, I know the family. When you lose a loved one, it is hard. My condolences to the family of the JDF Corporal Campbell. My condolences. but he was shot in a crossfire or questionable circumstances. That is all I am trying to say to you. The blogger also alleged, as rumor him has spread, also alleged that the policeman charged that gun barrel were switched and that the policeman charged were not the one, and there was corruption and one bag of thing. Let me clear this up. So you are telling me that the ballistic department of the Jamaica, of the forensic department, intentionally alluded that the barrel of that policeman's gun were taken from the soldier. Remember, the bullet was matched by ballistics. All right, if police want to cover up something then, and if the ballistics were so corrupt, why did they say that the bullet taken from the soldier was from an unknown source then? So would have said it must be the other gunmen who were firing it. Why didn't the ballistics say that if the ballistics were so corrupted? It is what it is. And the policeman was charged. I don't know why the policeman was charged, but because if it was a case of crossfire, then it would have been a case of death by misadventure. He was caught in a crossfire. Understand? Or he was part of the shooting team from the other side. That is only two conclusions. And I think the best result was that he was caught in a crossfire, and then the police was charged. The police was just a scapegoat. No police should have been charged in the incident because it was not a matter of murder. No police should have been charged. It was not a matter for any police to be charged. The station was attacked and the police defended themselves, which we had the right to do. I was on the front line and was one of the three first police outside of the station when the gunshot started fire. Matter of fact, the shot started fire at myself and two other police officers who I'm not going to mention here. We were the first victim of the shooting. And Christopher Porter was not at the scene. The Hunts Bay police tried to come, the CIB tried to respond to the shooting, but the roads were blocked in the roads leading to the station. When they finally reached, they left the cars and the cars were burnt. The Hunts Bay CIB cars were burnt up during the incident, because the whole scheme was against the police, just because they didn't want the police in the area. All the gunmen came together, all the rival gangs came together and decided they're going to try anything and everything to prevent the police from staying in Seaview Gardens. So, learn the truth, people. What that blogger is saying is nonsense. This is the truth. I was there. I can tell you what transpired, what happened, and I just did. So it's either you believe my story or you believe that propaganda that guy is spending. Christopher Porter, Jamaica Young Police creator, was nowhere there when the shooting started. I did not see Christopher Porter.
Yes, Detective Corporal Blake, or ex-Detective Corporal Blake. Listen your post and thing. Remember, it's alleged. So I'm not sure where the rumor coming from that I am spreading. And you ask, you don't know where I come from. I'm from the corporate era. Yeah, may have several questions, and I'm happy you come forward. So I'm looking forward to have you in my life to further getting a clarification. So people, as soon as it is confirmed with the ex-Detective Corporal, when we can go on the live, we will inform you so you can be a part of the audience. You're watching Talk Shoot Tele.